Lesson 49.
The 49th lesson.
Lekcja 49.
A quiz about London, Part 1.
Barry's farewell party is coming to an end.
Couldn't we have a game of pool?
Oh no! There isn't enough time. Let's rather have a game in which everybody can join.
A card game, perhaps? Or 20 questions?
I'm fed up with 20 questions. We've had it time and again at our hostel. We had it last night.
I think we can have a quiz.
That's a good idea.
Peter could be the quizmaster. We might divide into 2 teams of 3 persons each.
I second the motion. What kind of quiz shall we have?
That's up to Peter. I suggest England as the general subject.
No, it wouldn't be fair. I haven't seen much of the country. Couldn't we do something connected with London? We've all spent a few months here.
All right. Let's test our knowledge of London. Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? As the quizmaster, I propose that we take a walk, figuratively that is, round London. I shall tell which way we're going and where we are, and you'll tell me all you know about the place, the old buildings, monuments, or whatever it is that we're facing.
I can't follow you. What must we do?
It's quite easy. You'll see in a moment. Ellen, Andy and Phil will be in Team A. Sue, Jane and Barry, you will form Team B. Now, let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats, please. We're standing in front of a very old castle near the Thames, in the southeastern part of the city. Team A?
It's the Tower of London, an imposing structure with old grey towers, very thick walls, built in the 11th century. Once a fortress and a prison, now it's a museum.
Very good, Ellen. We turn our backs to the castle and we see... Sue?
Well, we see Tower Bridge. And, of course, we see the Port of London.
And a fine view from Tower Bridge.
It's not your turn, Barry. From the riverside and the poorer districts we take a bus to the city. At the corner of Threadneedle Street, we get off and notice a peculiar building without windows. It is, Andy?
A telephone box?
Nonsense. A huge building. The Bank of England. Can you say anything about it?
Oh, yes. It's the centre of finance and business. And close to it, we can find a little street with a tea room where Ellen was a waitress last summer.
You're no good as a guide. Now we're turning west. We're in a district that was bombed severely during the war, but the central building was only slightly damaged. It is, Jane?
St. Paul's Cathedral, built by Christopher Wren in the 17th century. A fine church in classical style.
Good. From St. Paul's, a bus takes us out of the city along Fleet Street, famous for, Phil? I haven't the slightest idea.
For its newspaper offices. That's why Fleet Street is a symbol of the press.
The bus is passing the courts of justice. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said it. It was for you to say it. Never mind. Now we're turning north and facing the most famous building in London. Its front is in Great Russell Street. There's a tall gate and behind it, Team A?
A lawn with a learned cat in the middle.
Why learned?
Because she belongs to the British Museum and likes to sunbathe in front of it.
Leave out the cat. Is that all you can say about the British Museum?
The cat belongs to the site. I can't leave her out. Besides, she's quite typical of London. For 7 million inhabitants, there are almost 3 million cats in London. And the British Museum? It has the most famous collection of Greek, Roman, and Egyptian antiquities, and one of the richest libraries in the world. Every tourist should see its well-known round reading room.
It's there. I lost my pen last spring.
Lesson 49, Exercise 9.
Lekcja 49, ćwiczenie 9. Wybierz spośród następujących wyrazów te, w których nie czytamy litery R.
Card, press, century, port, Roman, waitress, turn, tower, learn, street,